Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at XRP, Ethereum, and BNB dollar cost average targets. It's important you stick around to the end so you can kind of know specifically what these things are going to look like, because when the price comes down for Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance is increasing, altcoins are getting hit really, really hard. We can see that with Bitcoin dominance here. It's kind of bouncing a little bit. And of course, as it draws closer to its resistance level, altcoins are starting to bleed out because that profit from Bitcoin is going into, the profit from all the altcoins is going into Bitcoin, and it's that reverse cycle. Okay, so again, I talk about that in my other Bitcoin videos. Be sure to check that out. I cover it daily. But generally speaking, here with XRP, let's go ahead and jump right in here. So first and foremost, this is drawn out here from our previous, yesterday I sent out a tweet. I basically send out a lot of information through our Twitter. By the way, quick little heads up, help us grow the community. We are actually doing fairly well right now in the overall sense of things. We've just kind of started here recently and already up to 1,300 members. So help us grow. Follow, like, and retweet this message here for a chance to win a free month membership here, of course, because we do offer Trading Academy communities and signal groups. It's all available through cryptocash.tech, and we took some healthy profits from Bitcoin short position here recently. In fact, just to quickly touch on that so you can kind of see, we can see that with our Bitcoin short, we hit 45% in basically our third profit target in 15 hours. We've still got 2 left to go. So really cool stuff there. That's all part of the community. It's fully automated through our trading bots. Now, that being said, with XRP, we want to recognize that the price could come down further, right? We've been stuck in this little range for a while. Okay, so since March 31st, basically for almost 3 weeks, we've been in this range here. And while it tried to break through this Fibonacci retracement level of 0.236 at 52.8 cents, it couldn't do that. We wicked down really hard here recently too, and a lot of this is that knee-jerk reaction of losing 30,000 for Bitcoin. That's a really big deal for a lot of things, a lot of investors in the market right now. So that's why that knee-jerk reaction occurred, price comes down. So when it comes to our dollar cost average targets, it's best to look at Fibonacci retracement levels for that, okay? So that's why we have this pulled up here already. It's the most recent low, the most recent high. Kind of give you the perspective that we lost this ascending trend line, therefore further downside would make sense. Okay, now that being said, if we come back down, we're probably going to aggregate or kind of get to that specific level where we have the most amount of volume. Okay, so we have this magneticism down here in like the 37 cent range. I don't foresee that happening though, personally, because there's a lot of volume in this range here. So if we take a look at this guy, there's a decent amount of volume here as well. And the main reason why is because the price action kind of came up and worked itself into a wedge, and now it's working itself down. Okay, so for lack of better terms, I feel like XRP has more downside potential, but we could very well see this be the bouncing point at 46.6 cents, because that is, again, that 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, very common characteristic to retrace to that level. The secondary would be 0.618. So my targets for XRP, to summarize it, make it easy for you, is 46.6 cents, as well as, just say round number, 44 cents even. Okay, so I would add to my position at, just say, 47, 44, and 40 cents. Those are the 3 targets I would shoot for tentatively to kind of give you perspective on, that essentially where it's at. Now, again, if you keep in mind too, we get a price point at that low, it'd be really nice and easy because obviously there's a lot of volume just below that level to work as a support. Now, when it comes to Ethereum, let's take a quick look here and kind of see what's going on. This is where things get interesting because there's a big gap here of volume. There's hardly any volume in this range. So inevitably, you're going to see the price action kind of gravitate towards the most recent support. So what that does, that puts us right at the 0.618 mark here. So about 1950 is a round number, would be a nice, good, dollar cost average target. Secondary to that would be about 1891. I have a DCA target personally at about 1900 because that's where I'm trying to add. I also added to my Bitcoin at 29,000 this morning. It wicked down perfectly and got that fill. I love it when that happens. So set some limit orders for these things. That's probably the best way to do that. If you're not familiar with how to set limit orders, I have instructional videos on that. Go ahead and just search my page. Furthermore, when it comes to Ethereum, just kind of note here as well, we did also kind of lose this ascending trend. You got to keep in mind that Ethereum held strong, very strong, when Bitcoin was seeing a lot of weakness. That's usually a good sign for alt season. Okay, so that's the first thing to look for. Keep in mind, Ethereum dropping like this, it makes sense. It's kind of a standard scenario considering how much profits there are to be taken in this range here. Okay, so again, not a lot of volume. In turn, it's going to skip that area and essentially try to build that volume base. Okay, so good stuff there for Ethereum in that regard. I do foresee we're going to see a little bit more further downside. But I would say, once again, right in the let's just round numbers, say 1950 and 1900. That way you get filled just above those Fibonacci retracement levels to help ensure that you are in the right track. Okay, so those are the two areas I'm looking at here for Ethereum. Last thing but not least, of course, is BNB. We can see a massive sell-off here too, and this is kind of common for coins like this to occur, because honestly, when they're overextended, which both of them were, Ethereum and BNB for that matter, they're both due for a hit, right? We can see this ascending trend here kind of established with this Fibonacci retracement here. We can kind of see that now that we're below that, we can expect that to be a resistance level. Price comes up, could and very well should get rejected out. So what I'm expecting to happen here is we're probably going to see somewhere along the lines of the price coming up to this 330 range and then coming back down to break down below that support to hit about the 318. Okay, so to me, a good DCA target of about 318 and some change would be appropriate. I don't think we're going to see 309, but that would be a secondary target there as well. Obviously, the primary target more so would be about 325, roughly where we're at right now. So there's a good chance it could recover, okay? But the stronger chance of it hitting that resistance level at 0.382, that 331, or rejecting is pretty high. So I would urge caution to get in right now, because it does feel like Bitcoin is absolutely going to continue to pull back. In fact, I sent this out earlier today. If Bitcoin were to just say retrace, hold on, I think it's more so right here. Yeah, there we go. What we're going to do is we're going to plan to open a short trade, because we have a potential resistance level at 29.5, right? If we close below 29.4 today, we're likely going to open another short here and take some more profit. Again, well, it's assumed we're going to take more profit. Don't get me wrong. You never truly know. But for lack of better terms, that's the concept. That's the goal, right? So to me, if Bitcoin is going to retrace lower, there's a good chance we're going to probably see the same thing from BNB as well. Because BNB, most large cap coins, pretty much all coins right now, with a couple of outliers, are all aligning themselves with Bitcoin right now, and they're retracing with it. Bitcoin comes down to that 28,000 mark to fill that CME gap. You bet your high horse or your tail end, whatever you want to call it, that BNB is going to come back down to at least 318, possibly even 309. Okay, so those are just things I'm kind of looking for myself personally. So I hope this was beneficial for you, and you can kind of understand a little bit more specifically how it works. These are things that you want to try to acknowledge and kind of put in place if it's something you're looking for, right? If you're looking to dollar cost average or long-term investing, this is the right way to go. Again, buying as you go down never feels better than to get filled at a lower price point than the higher one, while you're not like buying and selling consistently. If you add to your position, long run, these coins are going to be worth a lot of money. That's my personal opinion. All right, so hopefully that's beneficial for you. Thanks so much again for joining me here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. One last favor, of course, to ask. If you could, just go ahead and jump on over to our Twitter there. Links down below. Just go to Twitter, search for Crypto Cash. We have a Twitter giveaway right now that's actually providing 3 winners with a free 1-month membership here. All you got to do is follow, like, and retweet. But we do appreciate you joining us. You'll get a lot of good information here. We got tons of fundamental and technical data searching through our our site here, so absolutely check that out. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.